What's up, pandas? Today we're doing a little experiment. How much money would I make in a very busy store, like private store, with 2 on clerk? I got 4 employees on refueling, 4 on restocking, and then the rest on janitor. So like no matter what, they're going to be making me some money. I'm also going to work mechanic the entire day. So right now what I'm doing is just preparing this first day with me having everything running as smoothly as possible. Hopefully I can get the store up to like maybe 5 or 6 stars. Tomorrow in game, run the store with all my NPCs doing every job. And I'm going to run mechanic using mechanic gear that gives me a little bit of boost in money. And I'm going to compare my end of day report and how much money do I make in a private lobby with all these NPCs versus like one full 24-hour day in hardcore mode, which gives you the biggest bonus in money and experience. Give me a minute to get this set up. I'm gonna get the store running. We'll show you the end of day report, jump on over to hardcore and do the same thing. All right, we're getting towards the end of this day. As you can see, we're getting close to this 5 stars that I was hoping for. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the mechanic gear on that boosts the amount of money you make. That's gonna be the blueprints on Demand backpack. You see it says repair price 20%, and that goes into your pocket. Same with the wrench, gives you another 10% repair price, and this tail, I believe, right? Yeah, repair price on this mechanic tail. So as long as you have those 3 items, you're going to get the most money possible. I'm going to go ahead, put the mechanical head on. It's a face. You could use the belt if you have it, but I like the boost of the manager's belt that I have on. So to have mechanics vision, I'm going to put the mechanical head on too. So you got the backpack, the wrench, the mechanical tail, and the mechanical head. Those will be good. I'm going to use the same mechanic build when I go over to hardcore. We're just going to see just a full 24-hour day on mechanic and hardcore versus an entire maxed out gas station with NPCs doing every job, making every dollar possible. Just gonna see how long in a 24-hour period, how much I can make in a private server. All right, the new day has started. We're gonna turn on our mech vision and get to work here, and we'll see at the end of the day how much money this makes me. And I'm gonna try to work at the same speed as I do in this mode as I do as the hardcore, just to give it a fair comparison. Okay, wow. In the middle of working on these cars, we got the special car. I don't know what kind of car is this. It's like one of that Pagano thing or something, right? Everybody just calls it a Lamborghini, but that's not a Lamborghini. I'm sorry. This is pretty cool. I wanted to share that. We're about to see our end of day report. All right, so for a full day of NPCs working and me and mechanic working the whole day, I had a plus change of $172,000. As a bonus, I'm going to leave on the same build, the same clothes I have on, and I'm just going to see how much money do I make if I just sit around doing nothing for a full day. I'm going to go ahead and buy everything real quick, and I can use the shop money in the private server really fast. There's no cooldown. The power I behold. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of just chill here the whole day. Let the NPCs run the gas station. No mechanic, no car wash. How much money do I make sitting around? All right, after a full hard day's work of doing nothing and just letting my NPCs run the store, 22,890. Big difference. Big difference of when you actually do stuff versus letting your NPCs do everything. All right, let's hop on over to hardcore. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run in. I'm going to grab manager, open it 24 hours and just work and see how much money I make. As a bonus, I'm going to throw in some refueling just to show you like just a little bit of refueling and mechanic versus in hardcore fully run private lobby instead of just mechanic. So let's get to work here and see what I can do versus a full private lobby. Mechanic's been rolling in pretty consistently. I've fueled maybe 3 to 4 cars and wiped the windows of it. So it has been mostly mechanic. Yeah, the stacks up at the end, and that's what I need to focus on when a car comes in. I need to be in here ready to work on it, because the sooner I fix this car, the sooner it leaves and the sooner the next car comes in. All right, nearing the end of this day, I do have one last car coming in just because of how slow it was, competing with a 6-star $1 million private server. Okay, you gotta give me some slack here, so I'm gonna hit this last car. Hopefully, I don't know how much of that's gonna count towards my end of day report. All right, one day of hardcore working mainly mechanic. I did maybe 6 cars of refueling at most. I wiped 1 or 2 windows. You saw that. $154,830. So what, $20,000 difference from working in a fully private server versus hardcore. Private server versus hardcore money. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe.